my dear Libra. This is your love and spirituality reading for the month of January 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We are soon entering into Capricorn season, so happy birthday all Capricorn, and also happy festive season and happy new year. I read for the signs in the order of most liked videos, and you can see the order I read in this time around at the community section of my channel. And thank you all for liking, watching, commenting, donating, and subscribing to my channel. I'm so grateful for all of your appreciation. This is a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. For this reading, I will use the Crystal Tarot by Elisabetta Trevisan. It looks like this. Okay, and I will start shuffling your cards. So, my dear Libras, see what's going on for you. We have the Four of Wands with a little lion there in the bottom and Nine of Wands. So this seems like a tricky situation. With the Four of Wands, it's most likely that you have reached a position of self-love, and it might be also longing for relationship or commitment, with the Four of Wands being a marrying card. But with the Nine of Wands, there's some difficulties, because with the Nine of Wands, we are tired, we are frustrated, we are hurt, we are traumatized, we have been through hell and back. So with the Nine of Wands, we want to put up defenses and maybe limit our comfort zone to include only ourselves. With the Nine, it's connected to the Hermit card. So it can be a little bit difficult to have harmonious relationship with other people with the Nine of Wands, because with the Nine of Wands, we might see enemies everywhere we look. Because we have been hurt before, we're starting to put up very high boundaries, and we tend to keep people out or judge them or think that they are going to do us bad in some way. So this might be someone you are dealing with that's doing this. Maybe they love them, or maybe it's you that love yourself enough that you now it's an end to it. No more. No more difficulty, no more heartache, no more heartbreak. I'm putting up my defenses. So this might also be an expression for self-love. Okay, good Libra. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Ace of Swords together with the Four of Wands. So this is some kind of opening. Okay, so you might have been dealing with a person before that was very hard to get close to. Okay, but with the Ace of Swords, it might be that they want to have some kind of communication with you, but it's very hard because they need to be vulnerable. This might be you as well. See here, the sword is penetrating that crab. So I'm thinking a person is very scared to communicate because they don't want to show vulnerability. But this is what needs to happen if we want this reward, to have relationships with other people, to be connected with other people. Okay. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and we have the Two of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. So this is very cute. So this is someone being like this. I don't know what to do. Okay, so it's someone, one day they want this, next day they want the other. It's kind of a Libra thing, but it might be also mirrored on the outside of you, where the person can't make up their mind. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? And it's a very stressful situation usually with the Two of Wands. No, the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is though it's baby steps. Okay, we take baby steps towards our goal. We take the next step. But what I'm feeling here, when I'm saying take the next step, it's something in my throat. It's almost like I'm going to take the step out of like a cliff. Okay, so that's how I'm feeling holding this card. So I'm thinking some person might want to connect with you. Maybe they want to say something to you. With this card, they are probably going back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? Because they feel like it would be taking, it's no turning back. It's like, if I do this, it will have consequences. And this might be you also feeling like this. I don't know exactly what's going on, but with the Four of Wands and Nine of Wands, it's probably something that you dreamt of broke down and you felt like, oh, never again. I will never ever try that again. But with these other cards that comes, it shows like a longing to actually try again and get this situation again. It might be a job as well. Maybe we wanted to perfect a career. We saw the perfect career before our eyes, but it was too hard to get there, so we don't want to. And here maybe we are about to send out our CV to someone, but we feel like, well, if I actually get the job, I will get all the problems with proving myself also, because it feels like someone wants to prove themselves but don't know how to do this. Okay, so it's something that it's a dream, but it comes with, we know that it's going to have consequences when we follow the dream, and it's always like that. If we want something, we need to work for it. So I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today on the darkest day of the year, and give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. Now it's going to turn into light again. So I want my dear Libras to have love in their lives and to have find themselves in loving relationships, and I want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so my dear Libras, I will just tune in here for a few seconds to your energy and the energy of January. Okay, so my dear Libras, this is your future there, and this is your now, and this is your past. So in the past we have a King of Wands, so some of you might have been involved with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person. It's a lion again. So the lion is about bravery, and we need to act bravely if we want to reach our dreams. This person here is not, it has the foot on the lion, so it's kind of, I don't know if it has reached the dreams already. It looks like a luscious surrounding, but they just seem to, you know, waste their time watching their belt there. So nothing is really going on with this person. The King of Wands is usually a very energetic energy, a go-getter. So maybe this is the Two of Pentacles situation. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? So we don't use our energy to forward movement. We just, you know, take a moment and meditate on this. Okay, so, and this is in the now, and we have a beautiful Three of Wands, so the Holy Trinity, and it's a dog there, green dog, and a tree. Something is growing, and it's very loyal. It's about partnership. But it's also about leadership, because the Three of Wands, it's a masculine part of the divine feminine, where we kind of want what we want, okay? And we can't change our mind about that. It's a very deep loyalty, but it's also absolute. If you want a job, for example, and it's going to make you happy, it needs to have certain element there to make you happy. The relationship needs to have certain element to make you happy. In other cases, it's a no-go. But with the Three of Wands, you say the door is open, okay? King of Wands might be waiting in this situation, or maybe they are going to come through with some kind of communication to you, or maybe this is you, you know, weighing this back and forth. Should I, with the movement, the energy of the King of Wands, or shouldn't I? But it's open, it's ready, it's like, yes, okay. And here we have your future, and we have a little a Knight of Pentacles here. So this is someone being a bit like a beginner, in something, doing something for the first time. So it's very youthful energy, a little bit a dreamer, but it's again this with the dog, the loyalty. This energy can be very like unbelievably stubborn, but in the same time it's very loyal. It holds like the issue here wholly, so it's not going to change their mind, but it's a long way until they are educated enough to know how to be skilled at something. So if you have a dream and you want to go towards that dream, you can't expect yourself to be fully educated when you start the journey. Okay, you don't have the capacity to know everything at this point. You just need to know what the mission is, and take one step on front of the other. So it seems like there's two energies that's very not similar. A king and a page. That's it's a difference there. So it might be like one issue you have mastered, but one where you are a total beginner, and that's where you need to start at this time, with being the beginner and learning. This is a student, okay, student. So in the past here, we have a beautiful 10 of Pentacles. So it's a beautiful homey situation. It's a feeling of being at home, having your thing on dry land, and it's a very valuable situation, place of value. So it might be your place of work. Maybe you had a really good employment or a very good situation with the King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. It's very fulfilled. It's like grown to its fulfillment. So with the 3 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, maybe you want to start something new. Maybe you want to explore something new or broaden your horizon to see other things. So I perfected this. I learned this. Maybe you have been owned your own business, for example, or have some big successes in some areas, and maybe now you want to do something else. But this can also show another person, of course. King of Wands living in their castle kind of thing. And here we have the Hermit. So this is the 9 of Wands energy. So I'm a little bit lost here, but it feels like this Hermit energy is outside the castle door, and it's connected to the 9 of Wands card. But what I can't get is like the person is outside the door, but they don't want to get in. So this is how I'm feeling. So maybe you see that your parents had things in a certain kind of way, but you want to have things in a different kind of way. Maybe money doesn't matter that much for you. Maybe you want other values, more spiritual values in your life. Or this might be the person you are dealing with, and like you have something valuable to offer, but it seems like for them it's not valuable at all. It's like money that have lost their value, or gold that's turning to sand. Other things are valuable for this person. It can be very hard to understand why this person is acting this way, but they are a hermit. that's their thing. So they can't really change who they are. So Hermit, it's Virgo energy. So some of you might be dealing with Virgo. We also have the 10 of Pentacles there, Virgo. And here we have the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups is love. So even if this person is a loner, they feel love for you, probably. Okay, they feel that they love you, but they, for some reason, don't want to knock on the castle door. So maybe it's you having these issues with thinking you are not good enough. Okay, if I get this job, will I be good at it? You want to be great from start. You need to be perfect. You need to be like already educated. You can't stand with your the hermit, the wise old soul, to be a beginner at something. So you don't even want to try. You don't even want to knock on the door, even though this is your dream with the 2 of Cups. Or someone might do this towards you, like in career or in love or whatever kind of relationships, okay? And yeah, we have the 5 of Pentacles here. So that's someone not feeling worthy for this love or this success. It's like they're not good enough. They need to be good enough. It's very typical male energy, this. Even if the King of Wands is the male energy sitting in the castle with all the money, I'm feeling the Hermit Hermit is usually giving poverty vows, okay? So even if they do love you, they feel poor, or they don't feel that you are a match, you are not on the same level. What more am I feeling here? With the Five of Pentacles, it's typical male to need to have, you know, a great income and a great career before you can be in a relationship. So maybe this is someone's idea of success, and they can't be in a relationship until they have get there, okay? Until they have something to offer, like they need, or they can't turn home. It's like a person can't go home before they have had some success. And it's Five of Pentacles here, kind of preventing the person to do what they are dreaming of. Bad self-esteem, or a feeling that I can't knock on this door before I'm successful. Yeah, and the Tower. So this is the actual castle is not there anymore. Okay, it's gone. Okay, so this can be different things for different people, but maybe someone had a chance with you and they don't have a chance with you anymore. Before maybe you were able to open the door for them, and now you don't want to anymore because they treated you like crap with acting like this Nine of Wands energy, having keeping everything for themselves and acting like you were the enemy. So this might be it. For someone else, there's something happened with your place of value, and it's like the value of yourself is the money you have in your wallet. So when you don't value yourself, you don't have a house, you don't have a job, you don't have money because you think you are like not worthy of it. So it's someone creating this for themselves. They're kind of not feeling worthy, and they don't want to approach that feeling for some reason. Like going into the castle would be getting to know yourself in this case, and finding out that you are fine, you are worth loving, and then you could, you know, have this mirroring on your outside. But in this case, the person goes away from that. Maybe they don't want to touch those feelings, or sometimes the medicine can hurt, and to, you know, approach what you are really missing. Instead of feeling like, well, I have everything I want. I don't like to have a job anyway. I don't like to have a boyfriend. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want that. I don't want this. So we're acting like, in Sweden we have a saying, it's about the berries on the tree being too sour, so the fox doesn't want it. Some bird wants to, I can throw you down berries if you're starving. This is the bird. Maybe I can throw down some of these flames for you so you can get ignition on your life. But the fox says, well, they taste sour anyway. I don't want your darn berries, because they don't want to have the image of a person going around starving. So it's someone having like a high self-esteem but a crappy self-love, or like a manufactured self-esteem, like the Tower here. I show myself to you in a way that's not true. Okay, I say I'm not starving. You are you want to give me berries here, include me in your castle, and I'm saying no thank you, even though I'm starving, because I have my pride after all. Okay, so I don't know if this is resonating with you. It's making a spin in my head, but it's two castles here and one is broken down. Maybe the person that has a big ego in this case, like the fox, wants to act smart and like they don't care, or they don't want the berries anyway because it's something wrong with those berries. It's not. They are really hungry and they need them. They have this need, but they're not going to admit it. But it seems to anyway, either way you choose, the ego needs to go. Like Five of Pentacles, the Tower, the way that's chosen is going to lead to some kind of breakdown. Okay, it might mean that you will finally see like, okay, I don't have enough money, so what's wrong with me? And you dive deep into yourself and you find, okay, I don't love myself enough, so I need to learn that I'm worthy to also build up my economy. So that might be what the Tower is. It's like an epiphany. Or it might be this person, you know, loving you and all, but can't admit to it, just standing outside the door, not wanting to have your berries, okay? And they will in some way face the consequences of that, because they will live without, and that will be the Tower, okay? So a Tower event for them. Okay, so we leave it at that before I make it more like problematic than it has to be. And this is underneath the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Fool. So the Fool. Someone wants those berries, okay? So it's a little part of this hermit personality that still wants the berries, okay? Still have hope. It's very beautiful. It's the Fool. It's like a child. The child would say, yes, throw me the berries, okay? An adult that has been through hell with the 9 of Wands, hermit energy, would say, no, no, thank you. I don't want to be in gratitude to anyone, or it would take a toll on my pride if I took something from you that I don't feel worthy of. But this in a child's situation, it doesn't have those kind of boundaries, okay? So this is some kind of very happy energy, someone that's brave, like lion brave, and actually they are about to go over the edge there. You know, the fear I felt holding the card, which was it? I think it was Ace of Swords I held, and I felt like I'm going over the cliff here. And this energy doesn't fear the cliff, it just go over. It's just, okay, if it makes my heart beat, it must be a thrill, okay? It must be a joyride. And that's the child thinking that, and the adult thinking, oh, if my heart beats like that, it's a warning. Definitely it's a warning. Okay, and here we have a beautiful 3 of Pentacles coming underneath the Hermit, 9 is Virgo. So it seems like, and we also have the Virgo symbol there on the penny. So if you're dealing with a Virgo or a person that is a highly spiritual person, but they are kind of proud, and live on the outside for some reason, like not wanting to be like anyone else maybe. They seem to want to work on this situation now. So maybe they have, you know, let go of their pride with the Tower thingy, and are now ready for some new beginning here. It seems very festive. 3 of Wands, the dog that's missing actually in this Fool card. Usually there's a dog there, but it's in this card. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. So 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the Fool in between. So it seems like this is a very feminine energy. So it might be a person's feminine side ruling in this case. And no, now we'll have some fun. We don't worry about money. Okay. So, and money will come here. Work will come as well. 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. It shows that, okay, so if you have been blocked from having success when it comes to money or relationships, something has happened, probably with your spiritual growth, that makes the door now open. So there's no blockage anymore that I can see, okay. And here we have also the Chariot. So this is someone on their way, probably to express the love or living the dream, okay. Might be traveling to do so. To live the dream. They take the wheel of fortune in their own hands, the wheel on the Chariot and the extra wheel there. So and it might be someone longing a little bit for union, but 7 here, Chariot together with 3 of Wands, it's still a little bit like an egocentric energy. So you need to be aware of that if you are on the opposite side. That if a person's coming to you with love or wants to start, working together with you or something, they are still a child, you see. Page of Pentacles, the Fool card here, and they might not have come to the stage of development where they can think of other people than themselves. So that can be a little bit of an issue. And here we have Justice, so that's Libra, and it coming underneath the Five of Pentacles, showing Libra with like a little bit of crappy self-esteem, or a situation maybe you have felt left out in the cold by the King of Wands. It might not have been that you, I felt this knocking on the door, that you refused to knock on the door, but it might have been actually that you were not let in to this love here, and that made the Tower event, or made you feel unworthy. But here we have Justice together with this this Five of Pentacles. So it might be like this, that you are someone left you out in the cold, but you don't worry about that, you don't fret about that. You go on with your life, and you try to better your self-esteem with maybe with work, okay? Work, or living your dream in some way. And here we have an Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups might be a new love, or a new ignition in love. We have Two of Cups, One of Cups. So it might be that some old love left you out in the cold, destroyed your self-esteem. You kind of didn't worry so much about that. You just, either you have built your new dream here, maybe with also new love coming in, okay? With the Ace of Chalices, it comes underneath the Tower, so it might be like a flash of love, like a love that you can't argue with. It's there, either or. For some of you, it will be in this stupid situation that you're still in love with the person tossing you out, because it comes from the Tower. So but it's just follow love everywhere it takes you, because always have wisdom to give. Even if the situation looks stupid, you don't have to, bang on that person's door. But if the love is in your heart still, let it be there. It has a purpose, okay? But for some of you, there will be a new love. We have the Justice card here. It's actually about balance, and this card is about balance. And so for other of you, maybe you were the one living in the castle and having this person refusing to knock on your door, refusing to show love, even though you had this offer standing with the berries and everything. Here, maybe the person has changed their mind, okay? And they are ready for love. They are open their love because some kind of karmic situation that gave them a horse kick in the ass, okay? So that might be going on also. So it's different way to see this. It's so many different people that's watching and have their different stories. So find your story in this, and know who you are. If you are the person that had something to offer but being refused, or if you were the one standing and not getting in, not getting acquaintance with the king here, okay? Okay. And here we have a Page of Wands. So a Page of Wands comes underneath the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool. So this is a very prosperous situation. Page of Wands, Knave of Wands, it's fire energy. It's about following your heart's longing, your soul's longing, and, living the dream, okay? So don't be scared of jumping over the cliff. If you do, you will be living the dream, and you will fulfill your life mission as well. Some of you might be in a twin flame relationship, either with an earth sign or an air sign or any kind of sign. It doesn't really matter. It just shows where on the twin flame journey you're at. And here it is, it's one energy being like kind of connected directly to God, and one energy that needs to find out how valuable they are in all their humbleness, okay? So a person thinking that there's something wrong with them, actually coming to the conclusion, well, I was born like this. God made me like this. It must have been a purpose. So, okay, I will be myself and see where that's leading me. This other energy is a little bit more sure, but, it stands in the shadow of the tree. You can see the same with the King of Wands here. So it might be, if you are dealing with a fire sign, that there's no action, even if there's there's kind of an ignition here, a dream or a longing, but it's unusually little action from these energies at this time. Very paradisic environment though, showing like lusciousness and abundance in some shape or form. Okay, and 2 children here. Okay, 10 of Pentacles and 2 children, so it's new ignition when it comes to money again. And here we have the Emperor. So it goes here. You see Emperor, the Fool. Emperor is number 4. The Fool is 22 in numerology, because 0, you can't count 0. So it's 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. And it's going to this King of Wands. So many of you might have been dealing with, this is Aries and Leo, like with a masculine energy of some sort. And 9 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 4 the Emperor. What can I say about that? It seems like if there were a person acting like with this, they don't want to take the berries, it might have been like their divine masculine side at that time didn't want to cooperate, but now it seems more open for cooperation. Okay, so beautiful. Next card here is the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is reconciliation, nostalgia, longing for something from the past, maybe that has crashed down. So if you have been forced to throw a person that was acting very stubborn and self-righteous with, you know, the very highly spiritual, but a little bit, what was, you know, with the Tower having a big ego. If you were dealing with that kind of energy, it seems like they want to reconcile. You have here Knave of Wands, the Emperor, and 6 of Cups. So it's like a person probably with these 2 of Pentacles back and forth a little bit, but here in the future they clearly want to reach out to you and connect with you. So it's very beautiful. 10 of Coins, 3 of Coins, 6 of Chalices, and it comes like a mission straight from God. Like it's like a person maybe trying to get away or trying to do something because they want to break free from an old pattern. But the pattern is okay to break free from, but the love is still there. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. So, in the future, yes, next card here is the Sun. So we have 2 cards for truth here. So I'm thinking the big breakthrough is to see one's own crappy self-esteem. So even if it hurts a little bit, to kind of acknowledge, well, they never did really love me. If they would have loved me, they would have opened the door, or they would have shown me love. They would have given me the commitment, or told me that I was the most important person in the world, but they didn't do so. So you acknowledge that, well, that person can't have loved me, okay? And that is seeing the truth. But you're also coming to the next stage where you say, okay, but I love myself. And you really mean it this time, okay? You start to really love yourself, have your back, give yourself justice, okay? And if you see a situation where you are treated as crap, you see it and you do something about it, okay? You don't endure. You don't stay and let like the same stupid shit happen over and over and over again. And in the case of the person that was having these problems with showing authenticity, like showing their true self, they are now finding out that the reason to why I couldn't show authenticity, like saying it how it was because I had a crappy self-esteem. I didn't feel valuable, so I hidden a lot of things with myself that I didn't want other people to see, because I didn't want them to expose me for being a person that was not worthy. Okay, I was not worthy of love, so I needed to hide a lot of sides of myself to keep people like not knowing who I were, because if they knew who I were, they will not love me. So a person is kind of getting into terms with that and working with that. And that's the key to the whole solution for this. Because if the fox never felt like they were unworthy, if they starved, if they didn't have what they needed, they would have been able to take in the berries. Yeah, okay. And it's Leo, this card is Leo, but it's 2 twins there, so it can also be connected to Gemini. And here we have Judgment Day. So Judgment Day and the Tower and Ace of Cups in between. It's a strange card. Hermit, 5 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups in between. So if there's some kind of love situation going on, it's a situation that's very difficult because it's like people are working against this love. They don't want to have it for some reason. But here it's like divine overruling with this and saying like this is going to be renewed. This is going to be reborn. And for many of you, you will actually meet a new person. And we have earth, fire, fire here. And this is what's going to happen. 6 of Cups, it's connected to the Lover's card and it cups. So it's a kind of very prosperous love that coming through here. And like an answer to your prayers. It doesn't have to be love in the shape or form someone is saying I'm in love with you. It can be love in the shape or form of a gift. For example, a new job. Okay, so it doesn't have to be romantically. Okay, but it seems you have very, very... like the divine is very present in your reading with the Tower, with Justice, the Sun, and the Judgment Day. That's very divine cards, and saying that you kind of don't have to do so much in this situation except from acknowledging the truth and saying the truth and being truthful and honest. Because divine is going to take care of everything else for you. It's like divinely orchestrated. The drama is being played out here in front of our eyes. We also have these major arcana cards, but it's more like the soul's journey. And we have the Hermit, the Chariot, and the Emperor. So it's showing like a divine, the divine masculine side is evolving in a very beautiful way, and like the old way didn't really work. So I'll read the center card for you from the Crystal Tarot brochure here. Let's see. Chariot. Victory. Victory. Okay. So he is conquest within one's own limits. Triumph is his as well as ignorance. So yes, we are dealing with a person here that's a little bit ignorant. They are highly educated. Hermit, the Chariot, the Sun. So it's someone that knows a lot of things and is very wise or smart, but they are still also prideful with the Tower and the Chariot. They are working on it, okay? So we are all beginners in the end, and some kind of new love or new offer is coming in here. But it seems like it's because an old energy has kind of changed and probably opened their heart space. It's kind of also what I saw with the Scorpio reading, and you have Libra and Scorpio energy. Scorpio sun signs. So in 1920, it's leading up to the Judgment Day here. So everyone needs to look at themselves in a very clear light. Also look at your situations. Where do you have your real friends? Okay, where do you have the people really backing you up, and where do you have the people making you feel like crap? Okay, don't engage in the people making you feel like crap, and engage in the people that makes you feel good about yourself. Also, the same goes for what you are thinking and doing towards yourself. Love yourself, back yourself up, have your back. Don't regret things in the past. Change your tomorrow. So this is a very beautiful, energetic reading with a lot of luck coming in. And for some of you, you will meet the person that you're destined to meet here. We have the Emperor, that's the one, and the Sun, that's kind of saying soulmate. And the Six of Cups might be reconciliation to a love that was here before, but it's still a person being all about winning and being a little bit ignorant. But the divine is working with that energy, making it softer and more yielding, opening up the heart space, because some kind of spiritual development needs to happen here. It's kind of destined to happen, but people are being a student and kind of needs to acknowledge that, instead of trying to be on top of the world and faking like an adult exterior, when we are all small inside, and being like this child is like the beginner of things. We don't have to have everything, you know, fixed to be able to live a happy life. The child here has the whole future in front of them, and still being able to live a very happy and fulfilled life now. They don't have to wait until they have their money or career in order. Okay, so my dear Libras, I will take an oracle card for you from Notes from the Universe on love and connection. So Libra, card for Libra, so probably that one. You find what you seek. Okay, so if a person has made up their mind that every person in my surrounding is my enemy, that's what they will find. If they start opening their heart and trusting, then they will find people worth trusting as well. So if you ever suddenly found and been loved by someone amazing, awesome, fun, and fantastic, chances are astronomical you will again. If you haven't yet found such a person, chances are astronomical you will. It's up to you, the universe. So it kind of says to those of you Libras that have had this love in the past, but maybe even didn't want to knock on that person's door, chances are astronomical you will find such a person again. And if you haven't found that person, it seems like they are coming. You have a lot of new energies coming in here. Ace of Cups, the Fool, Page of Pentacles, and Knave of Wands, Page of Wands. So, and these two babies also in the Sun card. So it seems like there will be a happy future for you, but you kind of need to grow up to be able to take the chances and not just, you know, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I. If you wait and let every train pass by you, you will be left on the station. So that's what I'm seeing for the Libras that kind of doesn't get their ass moving. Okay, so I will also take a card from the Oracle of Angels with Mario Duguay. See what's going on for you. Health. So that's beautiful. Health. The deck is looking like that, the front of the deck. I'll read also this health card, number 9. So maybe you needed the hermit kind of situation, you know, being in that stage to bring on health, okay, to become healed. Maybe you needed time off. So now is an opportune time to focus on your health. You have been living life at a hectic pace for some time, and it would be wise to take a break and allow yourself to relax and rejuvenate. Give thanks for the health of your body and mind, and remember to make your health a high priority in the coming months. Fasting can be a great idea in the January month as well, but take it easy. If we have certain condition, we shouldn't fast, and then we can just maybe do it half of the day or one day a week. Because when we fast, there's a lot of toxins being let loose in the body that's stored in the fat. But it's also making your brain go on fat instead of sugar. So you're actually getting smarter by this. Each and every one of my cells is constantly regenerating and radiating light. I attune to the divine love within me and let it flow through every cell of my body. I breathe in life and the energy flows freely within me. I'm eternal youth, eternal health, eternal light. So there's a lot of youth energy here. So even if you're old, as yeah, old as the rock, you still have this youthful energy that you can tap into, and that is also the answer, despite this with being truthful, also being youthful, okay, hopeful, not being like a dried up old prune, okay, but actually living your life here and now fully. So my beautiful Libras, I hope that helped. I want you to take really good care. Merry festives seasons and happy holidays. And also I want to welcome you back to my February reading that I will perform in the middle of January. So bye bye.